All right, y'all. It is Sunday, April the 6th. What a weekend. This weekend, y'all, what a weekend. I am so proud. You're probably tired of me saying it, but I'm so effing proud of y'all. Darling, the signs, the costumes. I know I said when the Alabaster accomplices break out the arts and crafts, we know they are serious. But darling, the creativity, top notch. I still have to catch up on my scrolling. Y'all know this Sunday I had to take my daughter back on campus. It was one of those extra full days for me. I haven't even wiped off like my makeup from yesterday. So doesn't matter. Oh, just glorious. So, since we had such a magnificent, fantastimous weekend, we have to prepare for what's coming into this week because it's going to be interesting. They were quiet. They were pretty quiet for 2 days. Okay. They bragged about, advancing in their own private golf. First of all, can we just imagine if Biden or Obama was busy twatting out that they're being advanced to the next round in their own private golfing? Like, this is so mustache man. This whole like, oh yes, and he's amazing at this, and he's amazing at this. And like I keep saying, as someone who's deconstructed from steeple peopleness, I can see it. I see it. I know they are not joking when they talk about profiting and all. They're not joking. Profit, not making money. Profit, message. But speaking of those things, yeah, this thing with the tariffs. So I've seen a lot of people bringing it up. They're like, this isn't part of the project. The tariffs aren't a part of the project. No, they're not. And it's hilarious because you know when you tell your kid that they can help you cook. Bear with me, and so you give them some apple slices and a plastic knife in the corner, and you're like, go ahead and chop those apples, honey. You're helping mommy with those. You're doing such a good job. That is him with the tariffs, okay? That's what they gave him to fuck with. They were like, here's everything you have to sign. We've already written up all these orders. We've already done all this shit. We're okay. And he's like, what am I going to do? And they're like, give him the tariffs. And even they were like, there's no way he's just going to go after these couple of countries and it'll be fine. And then he comes out going, da, 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 the whole world. And they went, shit. So no, and don't ask them if they remember that he said on interviews decades ago that he likes recessions as does everyone with access to large amounts of money, billions, okay? Because that's when they can buy shit up. That's when they can buy up all the property, all the farms, all the businesses. That's when they can buy the country. So he's not doing this to make America stronger for you. You get a factory job 10 years from now. After 10 years of recession and famine, you'll get a factory sweatshop job where it's $5 a day and maybe room and board in the company town if you're lucky. And after 10 years of starvation, yeah, that's going to seem great. You're going to be thankful for that little crumb. You're going to be like, oh yeah, he really is great. He really is amazing. Look, I make a whole $5 a day, because you're not going to remember the before time, the long, long ago when you used to make 6 fucking figures. But you gave it up because you didn't want to see blacks. Oh, it's not funny. It's not funny. Man, did y'all encouraged. So many of us were feeling encouraged. Ooh, some folks asked me, no, I was not at the Temecula Duck Pond. Look, I was not out and about. I was not one of the people. I said I was sitting this one out. I sat this one out. I supported in spirit and from home and on here. And y'all did me proud. I saw videos. The amount of support, not just the people who showed up, but the amount of cars beeping in Temecula was amazing. So, of course, let's talk about how they're trying to deal with it, darling. They can't. They can't wrap their minds around it. Okay, the stench himself tried to make a statement about it, and he didn't even know what to say. He was like, I saw it, and I don't think they know what they're protesting, but also, he was just flumbling all over and then ended it with, we have to put a stop to this. But he either didn't know what it was about or could not admit it. And this is how we know he's a narcissist. 5 million people in this country alone, and counting. That's not including the international. And the international was packed as well, darling. Okay? Said, okay? We do not like you. Can you see the shadow? Ooh, okay, that's what they said. All right? And his little brain is like, him and co-sugar daddy both are probably like, all these people? No way, all these people. That's impossible, you know? So he's frazzled. The idea that many people came out and said they can't stand him, and there was not a single instance of what they wanted it to be, no violence. They don't know what to do with it. And yes, I'm glad that a lot of these people saw what happened and said, oh, so the blue bacon likes to come out when it's the brown and black folks. Interesting. Because, yeah, they weren't out and about. And I'm so happy that, yes, while the right is like, it's because the blacks weren't out, the people out there were like, no. It's because they treat us differently. And that's why this had to be the way it was. I'm so glad y'all understood the assignment. That's exactly why it had to be the way it was. They aren't sending the riot out for y'all. They don't treat y'all like that. It's the same way that some of y'all are very comfortable talking back to the blue bacon when they pull you over. I sit with these people when they get pulled over, and I am shocked at how they talk. I'm like, you talk to them like that? You get to talk to them like an equal? Man, they walk up to me and ask me if they don't teach how to read where I come from. That's how they talk to me. You actually gave him a little bit of attitude. What the fuck? He said, thank you. We are not handled the same. So, like we said, you have to put the Nanciness and the Chadness to good use, and y'all put it to good use, man. This is the sign, the creativity, y'all, the creativity. Another one is happening on the 19th. I need that energy needs to stay, because we're going to see more and more people shifting perspective. All right, this whole market thing, like I said, not part of the plan, but also screwing over a lot of people in the middle, okay? The very tippity top, the billionaires, they're going to buy shit up, okay? They are happy with this, all right? But also the two teefers at the very bottom who don't directly realize that they are tied into this too. The ones who don't have 401ks, don't have savings, don't have investments, and don't realize that this is going to be bad for them in many other ways. They can't see that far ahead. They just know that they saw a meme sent from their daddy telling them what to think and what to believe, and here they are, repeating that it's chess, not checkers. And the economics people just don't know what they're talking about. They have faith and they believe. Oh my God. So, okay. Oh, the SNL. The SNL. I don't know if you saw it. If you didn't see it, go treat yourself. Go treat it. Beautiful. Like, this is one of the most wonderful seasons ever. They don't give a fuck. They're calling everyone out. The dude that walked off last week, they called that out like twice. They're having some top-notch people pop on this year. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. But I want to wrap this up real quick with just a little heads up, because yeah, you may have seen that video that someone, a certain stinchy someone, twatted out on Co-Sugar Daddy's site with live video, or not live, but a recording of a strike, an airstrike in Yemen. And when I saw it, I knew immediately that it was not what he said it was. And I knew it because he shared the video. These people, whenever they do something illegal, they hop in front of it and they say, oh, we had to do this because those people were bad, which again is Mustache Man 101. So what happened was they took out a village meeting, okay? Essentially like an HOA. All right, so imagine you're having a little HOA meeting to discuss complaints for the village or whatever, and poof, no warning, just... And then the leader of the country who did it realizes, oh, whoopsies, those were all civilians, and tweets out the video of you being taken out, going, up, they were evil people. They were plotting to take us out. They'll never plan to take down any of our ships again. They were villagers. They were civilians. It was not a planning session. They were not meeting to discuss ocean attacks on America. It was a village having their own little village meeting. Like I said, think of it as the HOA. And he shared the video. So that's why you're seeing people saying, is that a war crime? Or is he sending proof of a war crime? So, the markets tomorrow are going to be crazy, and that's his distraction. And it's a valid one, but I'm just saying, they took out a bunch of villagers, civilians, and then called them bad guys. So be prepared for that. That's not going to go over well. I'm just saying. Also, they were supposed to bring back Garcia by Monday. So I'm just saying, be prepared. Be prepared.